And it's your big, big old 2KD, also AKA Wicked,
We got YungBandzPizzaMan, that's me, aka YBPM, aka 02Bands, aka the 02Bandzman himself. You know how we rocking 02 shit all 2022, all forever, bro. It's 02 forever.
So Katie,
What's up, man?
you got any projects or anything you want to work on or you got working on?
I'm working on some shoes right now. Those white ones I usually have on, I've been doing little data on them. That's why you haven't seen me wearing them. That's why I've been having these little raggedy things on, but at the same time, they cool. I'm working on some extra shit, so we can get this shit popping. Man, it don't even gotta be 3 years, cause in about a year we don't be popping off. Not even that. This summer we don't get really wicked. You feel me? We don't make some projects busting this bitch. Some shit that people can't even fuck with. You feel me? So we just trying to keep moving on our road. We can't tell everything, cause everybody's some copies.
I mean, we taking control of the streets and shit, but like about 3 years from now, we could be taking over the suburbs and shit. You know what I mean? We could be all of us in nice houses, bro, nice cars, bro, nice families, bro, like real shit. We could be, moving that 02 movement, with our children and shit.
Everybody call us gang members and like crew members, but it's not even a crew nor a gang. It's more like a brotherhood. People that's trying to help each other grow. We trying to help each other, get somewhere where other people, ain't trying to help others. And that's where money comes in, money, it's a lot of power, honestly. You just got to think of your own way of using it, What made me want to be in 02 because I had a lot of people trying to like fuck with me, but I'm anti-social, so when I fucked the people, they did me wrong, so it just made it harder for me to fuck with anybody. So when I fucked up too, I barely knew anybody except for Lou and Milo and them from school and shit. And, we grew up like brothers, so whenever they told me that they had their own little, brotherhood, I was like, you know what, it's time for me to join something that I can, help, prevent doing bad. For real.
I just was hanging out with the right people at the right time, just hanging out with, I was hanging out with KJ a lot, that's my best friend, so like as soon as he started this 02 shit, I was like, I gotta roll with it, because, that's how we roll, we roll together, we don't just roll as one, bro, if you fuck with the 02, just expect 2 others coming at you, because, we 02, so just expect us to multiply, bro, because that's what we do. We like gremlins, bro. We multiply, We don't fucking divide, we multiply. So, it is what it is.
Instead of water, we got that money. You feel me?
Shit, yeah.
My opinion, like, we doing things others can't truly think of. Like, we wicked with our shit, you feel me? We trying to make this shit grow. We help each other and others grow. So, that's how we don't become big. We don't become big because how our personality and our respect is. Like when people trip with us, hell yeah, we don't trip right back. That's just the thing about it. That's Earth, But at the same time, we're not for the violence. We more positivity, trying to vibe, trying to get that life through, so it can become bigger in life. Honestly.
I mean, this 02 shit, like real shit. What we be doing with this 02 shit, we be throwing shit at the wall. And it just be sticking,
Yeah.
Like we just come up with ideas, we throw it at the wall, and as soon as it sticks, bro, we copy a formula, bro, and we got our own little shit going on in the lab, the studio or whatever. But people haven't quite caught on to it yet, but people are catching on to it right now. Like every time I see videos that we do, they be getting more and more views, so people are starting to catch on,
Most definitely.
And it's getting to that point where eventually we gonna be at a couple thousand in a couple months, and then motherfuckers gonna have us all over Facebook, and they gonna be like, man, who these 02 motherfuckers? And we gonna be like, we them 02 motherfuckers, and they gonna fuck with us, They gonna rock with you.
Most definitely.